The search functionality within LiveDC is something that, when used to its full potential, is very powerful and can help with everything from finding data series or an asset you're looking for to configuring exactly which data series you want to receive notifications for. While the format within search seems a little unconventional, it was designed that way for a reason, to be very robust and granular, while still being very easy to use. Search is contextual. That is to say that your options are specific to the particular area of LiveDC that you're in. If you're digging around in data series and need to find a temperature sensor you added last week, you'll have different options than if you're rummaging through asset inventory for that old server you're finally retiring. With that, let's run through a couple of search scenarios to get you familiar with how it all works. First, let's look at that ancient server that I just mentioned. The boss has finally given you the okay to take it up to the roof and toss it off, but you need to pull it out of your asset inventory first. Let's click on Assets, then Hardware, and then on the Search button in the upper right. Since we're only looking for one piece of hardware, we can leave our first dropdown set to all of the following are true. Then select Name from the Criteria Type dropdown, and type the name of the server in the criteria field, and click Search or just hit Enter on your keyboard. Whoa, that worked really well. Well, why wouldn't it? I mean, that's child's play, right? Well, what if we can't remember the name of the server? Or maybe we never knew it, but we're looking at the dang thing sitting on our desk right in front of us. Well, let's click that Search button again. Let's select Product from the Criteria dropdown because you can see that it's an HP ProLine something or other, but you don't have a specific model number because the sticker's gone. Then let's click the button with the plus sign and the downward arrow on it to add another criteria, and we're going to select the Created Timestamp option. Then for our operator, we're going to select Is Before, and we'll enter 1972 because this thing is super old, and hit that Search button. Well, what do you know? There it is. Perfect. Next, there's a formula data series that seems a little messed up because my graphs are coming out all wonky. Let's go find it and figure out why it's acting goofy. I'll click on Data in the left pane, then Data Series, and hit that nifty Search button up in the corner again. As you can see in the dropdown, our criteria type options are different here because the columns for data series are different from assets. Alright, let's search for it by name. I select Name in the criteria type and enter the name in the text box. I don't seem to have found it. Must have messed up the name too. Well, I know either myself or Derek created this data series. Not sure who, but I know it wasn't anyone else. Also, I know that the poll type is definitely formula, so let's adjust our search a little bit. Let's add another search criteria to our search, and you'll notice that anytime there is more than one search criteria, over to the right of the criteria we have a button with a plus sign and a diagonal arrow. If we click that, you'll notice that we now have a subcondition. So for this one, I can select one or more of the following as true, and then select the Created By criteria for both of them. Now I can enter whole or partial usernames for both Derek and I in these two criteria fields, and then select poll type as our last criteria type in our main condition. Select formula type and hit enter. Well, looky there, we have our data series, and yep, it was named wrong, though I doubt it was me. Now we can go in and fix our formula. Well, there's the problem. I don't know how that possibly got there. What's this now? Oh, I guess my cohorts decided that it would be cool to take everything in Cabinet 1 and put it in Cabinet 3, and put everything that was in Cabinet 2 in Cabinet 1. Seems like a solid use of time. Of course, I'm the one that has to go into LiveDC and update the asset location for every piece of equipment. This is going to take me all night. Well, hold on, what if I could somehow search for everything that was in Rack 1 and not have to dig through all of our assets to find them? This random scenario doesn't play into my video at all. Anyway, let's make this happen. I'll hit Assets and then Hardware, then click the Search button again. I'm going to select Tags as my criteria type, and then select Rack 1 as my criteria. Look at that, now I have a nice short list to go in and edit to make the changes I need to. One great thing that I can also do within Search is hit that little Save button. It's a great easy way to save searches that maybe took you a while to build, or that you run often, and you can also use them in notification rules. For more information on setting up notification rules, there's another video on our channel pertaining to notifications in LiveDC.